I'm Alison Jackson, I'm an artist, and we think we know celebrities intimately. And here we have one here. And should I call you George or Parviz Ghodsi Man? Parviz. And what I'm interested in is the fact that people go crazy and hysterical when I take Parviz out into the streets and or any of the good lookalikes actors that look like other people that I work with. And ultimately they want to kiss them or fuck them. And so I find it very interesting that the world's gone crazy, that a bit of fame may rub off on them if they come in contact. So I wanted to really ask some questions of what it's like to be a lookalike, or what it's like to be a lookalike of the most handsome movie star on the planet.
Well, hi, my name is Parviz. I'm from Iran, and I started doing George Clooney lookalike job 8 years ago.
I think you need to get rid
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, I started doing lookalike job 8 years ago. A guy who was working for agency, he approached me. He asked me if I can work with him as a George Clooney lookalike. I said yes, and yeah, it's 8 years now. I worked with George once. Descendant. I'm sure some of you have seen the movie. Yeah, I doubled him in that movie. We filmed it in Hawaii, and yeah.
So what happens when people, when you go out into the crowds and
well,
you
when I
come
go
across
clubs
people?
or restaurant, obviously I get a lot of attentions, especially from young girls, and you know they want to take pictures. Sometimes they want autograph, and yeah, I get a lot of.
Well, I've seen girls go completely crazy over this guy, and you know, I'm sort of trying to film it. So tell me what happened. What's the most outrageous experience you've had?
Well, there are many, but I hope everyone is over 18 here. Yes, you are. Okay. Well, I done a gig in Birmingham a few months ago, and there was a middle-aged woman, about 35, 40 years old woman. She approached me. She said, "Hey, where do you live?" I said, "I live in Essex." And she said, "I'm sure you're not going back home tonight." I said, "No, I'm staying in hotel." She said, "Do you want to join me and my friend?" And she showed me the another girl, and I said, "For what?" She said, "You know, we can have threesome." I said, "Oh, no." And I refused that. That was one of the many.
What did you reply? Why did you say why not? Or?
Well, I said I'm there to do a job, so I'm gonna do the job and nothing more here. And I'm married. I have 2 kids. I never do this, so.
Well, and so who else approached? Did guys approach you as well?
Yes, I have had few guys. One of them was gay. He thought I'm gay. I was working. I live in Harlow, in Essex. I was working in Harlow town, and this guy just comes around and grabs my ass. And I look at him. I say, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" He said, "You look like George Clooney. Are you gay?" Well, he had accent as well, like me. So I asked him, "Listen, what nationality are you?" He said, "My name is Julio. I'm Spanish." I said, "Julio, I'm not gay. I'm married. I have 2 kids." And he said, "Listen, are you bisexual?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And he came again. He said, "Listen, can you be gay for one day?" And I said, "No, whether you are gay or you are not." But after that, you know, we shake hands. We are a good friend now. We see each other time to time. We see only each other for a drink, nothing else.
Very funny. So what do you normally do as your day job?
I have a pizza restaurant in Harlow. If you want to come, TGF Pizza in Harlow, you're welcome.
And do you actually cook the pizzas?
Of course, yeah. I work there 3 days a week, yes, yeah. Weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, yeah.
Why don't you do more days? You're busy being a lookalike.
Yes, I am very busy. I mean, crazy. Apparently, I'm the best George Clooney lookalike around, so I get a lot of advertising. I just had 2 weeks filming in Dubai, 1 week filming in Egypt, Cairo, and then I went to Paris advertising for Lipton tea. I went to Vienna doing advertising for Sofa. I done a lot of movies. I worked with the names you know, Catherine Tate, John Collins, Lee Mack. I worked with all those stars. Yeah. I worked with ITV, BBC, German TV, French TV, Spanish TV. Yeah,
So when did you discover, what it was, when you were first a lookalike? What happened? Did people come up to you and say,
yeah,
hey?
It was 8 years ago. A lookalike agency called Style Lookalike. Jamie, he's running it. He approached me. He said, hey, you look like George Clooney. Do you want to work with us?
Did anybody else, did girls rush up to you and say you look like Joe? You had no idea that you looked like George?
Yeah, before that everyone was saying George Clooney. I was saying, George Clooney? Really? Is he a footballer? They said, no, he's a film star. And I started Googling him and I found out more about him. Yeah.
Great. So what does your wife think of all of this?
Because
the girls rush at this guy. They take their tops off. They try and kiss him. It's an extraordinary phenomenon.
Yeah, on the beginning it was very hard on her, but we made a deal.
What's the deal?
She keeps the money, I do the job. And she's happy, I'm happy.
And does she ever come along to see the jobs?
No, she doesn't want to come now. No. She doesn't want to see girls hanging on me or anything, no.
No, quite right. Very boring. But, so does she look like Amal?
No. She's prettier, I think. My wife is beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice. And so if you had to rebirth as any celebrity, which celebrity would you like to look like?
Well, I think George is the best one. For the last 12, 13 years, he was the sexiest actor.
Yeah.
And he's very decent man. He's doing a lot of charity work and, good works. I think, it would be George again.
Do you think he'll be president of the US?
Definitely. I think he's working on it. When I met him in Hawaii, we had a chat, we had a dinner, and then he didn't say it directly, but you could feel that he's planning to run as a president for maybe next 10, 12 years.
Yeah. And if you could be the real George Clooney, with the pressure and the lifestyle and the parties, would you do it? Would you want to do it?
To be a president?
Well, yeah. Well, to be the real George Clooney. And do you envy him? I mean, you look like him. People think that you are him sometimes.
Well, I don't know if I have his talent. He's a very talented actor. He won Oscar. He done everything. I don't know if I have his talents to do everything he's done. I'm not sure. I don't know.
But do you dream that it would be a great thing to do?
Of course, everyone loves it. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Can you do it?
Ready?
Thank you.